90 Day Fiancé fan favorites David and Annie shocked viewers when a recent teaser for Season 2 of their spin-off, David Annie, After the 90 Days, showed that Annie may be pregnant. Ed sat down with the couple to talk about what's ahead this season, and if they do in fact want children together. Annie and David have been an unconventional couple from the start but have stayed together despite the odds. David is 24 years older than Annie, who recently turned 30, and the two met when he visited Thailand 6 years ago. David is already a father to his 2 daughters and his son from his previous marriage. The two told ET's Melisha Johnson that they have definitely considered having children together. It is something that we have talked about, and whatever will be, and just stay tuned, and, I've always left it to her discretion that if it's something that she wants then I am 100% on board, David tells ET. Annie acknowledged that because of their age difference, they do need to get more serious about the conversation. To me, I think that before, we talk on and off about that, and I just feel like, oh, I am young, I still have more time, and now that I am 30, I have to make my last decision, she says. Like, do I want it or not, because it's not just me getting older, my husband, he's already a grandpa, so if I wait more than a couple years he will be a great-great-grandfather, so I don't want great-great-grandfather to have a newborn. I mean, it's gonna be not normal. I just worry about David, she adds. I just feel like sometimes he just wants me to be happy, tells me what I want to hear. He does not tell me what exactly he wants. David, who had a vasectomy but said he would reverse it for Annie, said adoption is also an option for them. He did note that he knew Annie would be a fantastic parent. Annie has so much love and patience, and I think Annie will be a great mother, he says before joking, except for houseplants that we're not good with. This season of David Annie, After the 90 Days does feature David's eldest daughter, Ashley, coming to Thailand to visit. David and Ashley have had a strained relationship in the past, and Ashley was skeptical of Annie's intentions in the beginning of the relationship. Bringing my daughter and granddaughter, Ashley and Aubrey, to Thailand is to show them and give a better understanding of what life is like over there and where Annie came from and why this is so important to bring them, David says. As for where his and his daughter's relationship stands now, he shares that it's getting better. I think our relationship gets stronger every day, he says. No relationship is perfect with any family, but, we're growing and it's evolving, and every one of us is getting older. We lost my dad 2 years ago, December 2020, and I think that put a lot of things in perspective of how short life is. We're moving forward, not backward. And although Ashley had harsh words for Annie in the past, Annie is all for Ashley's visit to Thailand. It is so awesome to see Ashley be able to travel with us to Thailand and to show my culture, my life, how I grew up, how my family over there is, to introduce her to new food, to the new stuff over there she's not even heard of or knew about before, and hopefully we can do more together in the future, she says. I am her stepmom, I just look at her as, like, a friend. Season 2 of David and Annie's spin-off still focuses on Annie trying to bring her teenage brother, Jordan, and her cousin, Amber, to the U.S. so they can have more educational opportunities. Jordan has been resistant to the idea though, and a teaser showed Jordan accusing Annie of forcing him to come to America. Annie told ET she needed to have more patience with Jordan, and David noted that Jordan being a teenager, he often doesn't know what he wants. Whether it's her brother or anybody else, when they haven't left their environment, they don't know what opportunities are out there in the world that present themselves, and bringing Amber and Jordan to America is very important because it is the way to break the cycle of poverty, and they come from an area of Thailand that doesn't have the opportunities that you would have in the bigger cities or in places like America or even Europe, David comments. And it's important not even just for them, but for other people, to see there's a big world out there. It's not even so much an obligation as it is out of love. But through it all, David and Annie's marriage is stronger than ever after having been married for 5 years. The two shared with E.T. the secret to their successful relationship. I feel like our relationship is stronger and stronger each and every day, and part of it is, and I've said this before, is every day is like the movie 50 First Dates. I have to make her fall in love with me all over again each and every day, and we have not been apart longer than 12 hours, David shares. We do everything together. Annie adds, we accept the parts that are unperfect about each other, we learn from that, and we just enjoy life together as much as we can, and just cheer each other up and always got each other's backs. Like, we balance each other. Like, when I got hot-headed, he would be the water that would try to make me cool. Balance in a relationship is not just about how much can you do for each other, it's how much can you help lift up each other. David said the two don't even argue. We really don't, we never say words that we have to say sorry for, he shares. Annie notes, we want something very similar. I don't like arguing, he doesn't like to argue, we like to make it work. We're kind of like the same person, just like different body. Season 2 of David Annie, After the 90 Days premieres Monday, Dec. 12 at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, PT on TLC. David Annie, After the 90 Days, Annie may be pregnant. Exclusive, this video is unavailable because we were unable to load a message from our sponsors. If you are using ad blocking software, please disable it and reload the page.